All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Hacking Self Storage. If you're watching this, I have got my hood up. Do you know why? Because it's bloody freezing in the pagoda. Even though we do have a nice heater out next to me, and to be fair, it does normally keep me quite warm, but it keeps this side of my body warm, that's the side closer to the heater, and it doesn't keep this side of the body warm. Right. So today we are talking about. I posted this on LinkedIn yesterday. Now this is the only week that I post the same content on LinkedIn as I do on my podcast and newsletter. And the reason I'm doing it is, well, nearly the same day. The reason I'm doing it is because it's time critical. It's basically we're going back and we're comparing um, what we did in 2023 per site to what we did in 2024 per site. And it's been brilliant. I've really, really enjoyed doing this. You learn so much more about your business. And so today we're going to continue doing it as I try to get down there. Right. So today we're comparing Clough Road. Clough Road is nearly 3 years old. It's 3 years old, February the 17th, I believe. And if I'm honest, it's a super competitive area, super competitive area. If you look at the amount of square foot per capita in the area, we are oversubscribed by a lot. But I do say if you can outposition people, then you will make it work. It will work. And well, don't take me for gospel, by the way, but I feel like I can outposition people. Since then, there's been two, three, four self storages set up around me, and it is super, super competitive. So when it's super competitive, what do you need to do? You need to make sure you get the correct rate per square foot. And that's what we've been focusing on this year at Clough Road. It's not a massive site. It's only a 10,000 square foot building with 10 containers in the car park. So it's not huge. So there's always going to be a ceiling what we can earn with this site. But like I said, the during 2000, this is why the churn rate is so high, and we'll get to that in a minute because we've been focusing on making sure the revenue per square foot for existing customers is nice and high, and we have achieved that in my humble opinion. Right. So, and by the way, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. We've lost a lot of square foot when we put the prices up. Um, but I do think that the revenue has made 2024 a good year. I won't say a very good year, but a good year. Right. So what we do is, as ever, I'm comparing three metrics. I mean, don't get me wrong, I compare a lot more metrics than that when I'm looking at how well the year's done. But for the purpose of this, I don't want to overcomplicate things. So I'm only comparing three things. And like I said, there's other metrics that are important, but these are the three that I've chosen to identify for you lot. The square foot, the closing square foot, occupied square foot for the year, total churn rate for the year, and revenue for the year. Revenue for me is the most important, obviously. So let's start by having a look at 2023. The closing, but I'll tell you what, we'll say we'll go one by one, and we'll go 2023, and then the closing occupancy, and then we'll look at 2024. Right. So the closing occupancy in 2023 was 11,690 square foot occupied. The closing occupancy in 2024 was 12,740. So we only gained 1,000 square foot. It's nothing spectacular by any stretch of imagination, but the fact we've increased prices because we got to 94% full and we increased a lot of people, nearly everybody's prices, that had a negative impact on us. And also, we've had so many new sites set up around us. I'm not too unhappy with 1,000 square foot. Do I want to gain more? Yes, of course I do. But 1,000 square foot, oh, excuse me, it's not too bad. Right, churn rate. Churn rate in 2023 was 220%. That's high. Churn rate in 2022 was 231%. I hope I said 220% for 2024. Sorry, 2023 was 220%. 2022 was 231%. Now, let's not forget, it's not a mature facility. It's not even been up in 3 years yet. So you would expect the churn rate to be quite high. So I'm not too worried about that. The churn rate now is 207. So it's gone 2022, 231, down to 2023 to 220%, and 2024, it's gone down again to just over 5% decrease to 204%. So it's massive, but it's heading in the right direction. So it's not too bad. Right, let's have a look at revenue. Revenue for me is the biggest KPI. In 2022, revenue was 120 grand. I'm going to round up and round down numbers just to keep it easy. Revenue in 2023 was 264,000. So we more than doubled the revenue from 2022 to 2023, which you'd expect because it's a new site. In 2024, obviously we can't keep doubling. It went to 336,000. So from 263,000 to 336,000. That's an increase of 72%, which is an increase of 27%. So we only increased our occupied square foot by 1,000 square foot, which is like 80 square foot a month net gain on average, which is ridiculous. But we gained 72,000, which is £6,000 extra a month. So that tells you that we run a very, very tight ship. We are very, very good at the revenue management, at demand pricing, and making sure that we get as maximum out of that square foot, out of that occupied square foot, as humanly possible. So I'm just looking at it now. I think that is really, really good. And let's not forget, there's no extra associated cost with that. It's a manless site. There's no extra costs in anything at all with extra people coming in. There might be, if we're going to be real pedantic, there might be a little bit extra electricity because they're opening doors and stuff, but you're talking, it's negligible. It's not a lot. So it's not a lot. So overall, I'm very happy with Clough Road's performance. The revenue increase pushed it from an average year to a very, well, not a very good year, a good year. Just goes to show how amazing this industry is. I love the industry. I think it's absolutely phenomenal. And I think it'll continue to be phenomenal for at least the next 5 to 10 years, where we've got a real it's all supply is going up faster than sorry, the demand is going up faster than the supply, or there or thereabouts. And so we've still got room for growth. So what are the goals in 2025? Revenue increased at Clough Road by 27% in 2024. And it wasn't even a good year for net square foot. So based on 27% increase, we would hit 427,000. So if we increase by 27%, it'd be 427,000. The fact it was such a bad year for square foot, I would be really disappointed if we didn't grow by more. So the revenue growth for 2025 for my team is £430,000 at Clough Road. So that means we would increase by just about £100,000. I mean, if we hit that, that is phenomenal. That is phenomenal. But based on the fact we grew by 27% last time, and I know that it's hard to continue to grow by the same percentage amount, but we had a really bad year for square foot. So if we gain 4,000 square foot this year, then just imagine what we potentially can do. So yeah, really, really excited. And we might even get some more containers. I know the council didn't like us having containers in the first place. And we did the old ask forgiveness, not permission. And they didn't like me for doing that at all. But I'll probably still do it again because we've got we got 5 years for it. So we got 5 years, what do we call it? Planning approval, which I don't know why you get 5 years. So I might just do it again and say, look, there's been no complaints. I thought there was no complaints, so I thought we were going to do it again. So, yeah, we'll try to get another 10 down there because then 10, £40 a week, £400 a week, it's just 20 grand a year. Anyway, right. All right, my friends, I love you. I appreciate you. And guess what? Because I had such an awesome, look at the view, by the way, behind us. The sun's coming up. It is beautiful. Still cool. Yeah, tomorrow we're going to do the same again. I had an awesome response yesterday from putting this on LinkedIn. So we're going to do another site. We've already done Willoughby on this one. We've already done Clough Road now. I think tomorrow is Mansfield, which is the absolute diamond of my eye. I don't know if that's the right saying or not, but I love Mansfield. It has been the best performing site, bar none. I think from memory, it's 15,000 square foot is gained. That's crazy. All right, my friends, I love you. I appreciate you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, don't forget to subscribe to my newsletter, MrSelfStorage.com. Daily one, give you all my numbers. All right, love you. Appreciate you. Bye.